Wait, I'm trying to call back to the beginning of the conversation. Didn't you say men should pay for first dates?
I said they should, yeah. But if they don't, I'm not saying they have to. Like, I would go 50-50, but I would prefer if they did.
So they should?
They should, yeah. But it's not like a deal. Like, I'm not like, oh, like, I'm not going to go on this date.
But isn't that based on a perception of a gender role?
Yeah, but it's not like he has to. I just would prefer that. Like, if he prefers me,
he has to if he's going to date you, right?
No, he doesn't have to. I just would prefer
Okay, so you would go on dates with men who you paid for?
I wouldn't pay for them. No, I would go 50-50.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't pay for them. So then you have a perceived gender role, a stereotypical gender role that you want him to do, right?
Sure.
And so if you have a stereotypical gender role you want him to do, why are you adverse to him having a stereotypical gender role for you to do?
Because if he prefers me to do something, it's not like he's like, you have to do this, is more the way where I'm looking at it.
But if you say you wouldn't date a man if he didn't pay for your date, then you're saying he has to pay for the date to date you.
No, he doesn't have to. Like, I would still go on the date if he didn't pay for it.
You just got done saying that you would not
50-50.
pay for a date with a man ever. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I wouldn't pay for 100% of the date, yeah.
She would do 50-50.
Yeah.
I don't
so if you consider that a gender expectation,
but hang on. That's still setting an expectation, though, that if you're not splitting the date 50-50, that he's going to pay for the date, and you're never going to pay for him on the date, which is still a stereotypical gender role. They're just saying, well, if we go on a date, we can split it. Mm-hmm. Or you can pay, but I'm never going to fucking pay.
I will pay.
How's it leaning into
in
the stereotype?
In a relationship, like, I will pay. First date, yeah. First date's different. Like, in the relationship, I will pay, like,
okay,
100%.
Let's talk about first date then.
Yeah, first date, I agree. I have expectation at least 50-50.
Yeah, so you have some gender roles there, then.
Would you be more or less likely to date a guy who's willing to pay for the whole date?
Yeah, I'm more likely to date.
Well, even if it's not an outright, so even if you're open to the idea of going 50-50, even saying, I prefer, or this is kind of better, that in and of itself is a gendered expectation.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So are you holding one standard for you and then one standard for them?
I think that's a very specific scenario, though. Like, I think there's a lot more to being...
Have you ever asked a guy out?
No.
Okay, well, there's another one. You expect men to take the initiative.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a very gendered expectation.